Good morning and welcome to another video by Rideshare UK, the channel that gets under the skin of Uber. Right, on today's video, what we're going to be talking about is this estimated fare that Uber has introduced lately. I've been getting a few questions from you guys, basically saying, what is all this about? What does it mean for us? Can we actually capitalize on the data that Uber has given to us? And the answer to all these questions are, of course we can, and this is the reason I'm doing this video. Right, the sad truth to all this is Uber's psychological programming of our minds for future development of their app and how we are adapted for their enhancement as a company. Now, how many times have I told you guys, why I still can't believe Uber hasn't been bought out by Amazon? And the reason I say that is because the Amazon model is identical to Uber's running of the company, or will be. Now, there's a joke out there, specifically in London, because this is very much true in London. And the joke is, how do you know an Uber driver who has done Amazon Flex? Now, and the punchline is because once they've done Amazon Flex, they walk differently. And it's not a joke, it is very much true. Uber slowly are turning our thinking into monetary terms. And you'll see more and more of this. Work this time, work that time, we'll give you that much per hour. So what is that exactly doing? Slowly we will become hourly paid. It doesn't matter what Uber actually charges its customers. And just going back to Amazon, the Amazon model is basically first come, first serve to book a block. If you want to relate that to Uber, it's simply before. So what you'll be before every day, you'll be sent an email saying to you guys, we have all these slots available. If you want to come out to work at 6 a.m. Tomorrow morning till 10 a.m., we'll pay you £20 an hour. Work from 10 a.m. till 3 p.m., which is 5 hours. We'll give you £15 an hour, and so on. But the problem here is eventually what they do is they stop giving blocks, and you have to keep refreshing your app, and as soon as a block becomes available, you accept it. But 99% of the time, you'll be too slow to actually accept that booking. So that's where we are actually eventually heading. So back to what we started off with. Right, so with this estimated fare thing, first of all, on the screen, you'll have the time element. So basically it's saying, do you want to do this job? And it's, 7 minutes away. And then underneath that, you'll have the postcode element saying, B1 to B19. And underneath there is a new feature where it says the estimated fare is, £5 or to £7. Now, on my previous videos, I've told you guys how important it is to remember postcodes. And if you know your postcodes, that estimated fare doesn't really mean anything to you because you know where it is and what postcode is going to, from what postcode to where it is. And so, you have a rough estimate for it. So that becomes irrelevant. So, but where it is useful is firstly, if you don't know your postcodes, and that's a proper taxi driver who thinks everyone owes him something all the time, and someone basically puts no effort towards his trade. So by him what he does there, right, by him evaluating how far the job is, which is 7 minutes, and the estimated fare alone, so he doesn't really need to know where it's going, £7, he will determine if he needs to run for the job. And I suppose the best time you'll use that scenario is if you're out of town, so you don't actually know the actual postcodes You know, so if you went to, I don't know, somewhere else and you said N, even if I did Nottingham, N1 to N4, you know, you haven't got a clue where that is, especially if you're from out of town. Now, by just using the time element, how far it is, and the estimated fare element, so you could really skip the postcode altogether and say you said £7, you know, you could determine if it's actually worth running for that job. So that's how you actually work toward the new feature, which is estimated fare. And you know, it is a good thing, I must say, and basically gets rid of that postcode thing altogether, especially if you don't if you don't remember any postcodes, or haven't been bothered to remember them. So anyway, I'll finish the video off, and hope you enjoy the video, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye bye now.